Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy.
Every person is dishonest who lives upon the labour of others. Makes no difference if
Got to get a sudden kitty in my life. Come on up, sweetheart. Come on. We're going to Nichuanzao. Come on. No, you're not sure? Okay. Hello, baby. Okay, I have to stop for a second and pet him because he gets right up in my face and starts to claw my arm if I don't.
just trying to imagine how it was.
Nope. How did you survive? I can't see my keyboard. Hey, baby. Ooh, I can't target you. You're one of those sneaky ones. Yeah, I don't want to make the floor go away, so you can live for now. Yeah, you better run. Let's see if that worked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nope. I'm still only targeting the mist. Yes, so always be very careful before you use the disable command. Okay, so we are headed for Falmer, and more Falmer. And then some more Falmer on top of those Falmer, who came after more Falmer. Thousands of hours of playing this game, and I still always disarm before I draw my weapon. It's just a thing. I always try to equip my bow, which means I am unequipping my bow. It's a habit my brain has not broken. Pretty ceiling. Hello, Falmer. Bye, Falmer.
Let's be careful. Someone could be watching us.
Hit the kitten between killing things. Uh-oh, he's got his claw hooked into my blanket, and when that happens, he might often run away while blaming me that I did it. Because I try to rescue his paw, and he thinks I'm the one that did it to him. But, I mean, he's a cat, so what does he know?
It's so dark in here. Watch out for traps. I do not want to be dragged
My arm is
out
getting
your
headbutted.
remains.
Okay, sweetheart. Yeah, that wasn't enough petting. You need both hands. He needs both hands. It's true. Now he's standing up. Okay, sweetie. Yeah? Both hands, full pets, full court? Yeah, your claw's stuck. I'm sorry. Every time I try to rescue you, you blame me more. You're gonna have to work it out. Okay. You did it. Good. Oh, wow, yeah.
I don't listen for anything coming up on us. Because if I stand up quick now, it's gonna get real fucking awkward.
Strom's diary. I've decided to remain behind with one of our guards and further document the living area we've stumbled across. I write this to the best of my ability, but due to the sudden disappearance of the Dwemer, it is almost impossible to say for certain what anything is. The tree. By the 9, I cannot determine the purpose of this tree. It appears to be from the area around Whiterun, but why or how it got here is beyond me. I think it may be a gift from the surface world, but based on the lavish surroundings, it could also be a display of power. I'll check the living areas nearby for any additional cues. Kitty kind of doesn't like books. He doesn't understand what I'm saying, but I can pet it. Living areas. Upon further investigation of the area, it looks like this structure houses 2 clans or families. I can think of no other reason for this particular layout. Perhaps this group oversaw this particular portion of the city. I'll have to compare notes from the other areas as we uncover more of the city. Hopefully some of these will contain more in-depth clues. It appears a smaller wing collapsed on itself, and maybe when the expedition returns, we can dig out an entrance. Falmer have begun to creep back into this area of the ruins. It's a good thing I'm not alone here. Oh, sweetie. We've managed to block off some of the areas we suspect the Falmers were coming in through, but they're still getting to us somehow. Together we're able to hold them back, but how long until Stalbin and the rest return? Drums. Drums in the deep. Yeah, Kitty's had it enough. Kitty's had enough of me. No Lord of the Rings dwarf impressions. No drums in the deep. Kitty decrees.
Oh, I don't know what I did in this life to deserve.
We just made freeze-dried cheesecake and freeze-dried Snickers bars, and it's amazing. I just went back, didn't I? Did I go? No. No, someone's killed these guys other than me. Freeze-dried Snickers are amazing. Activate? What? What? Okay. I'm just going to be a weird-ass gamer and just activate a lever without even knowing what it's doing. I start to steam something? I don't know. So I do have my recipe for making my own Snickers bar, so I'm going to make an entire big platter of Snickers bars, cut them all up into little pieces and freeze dry them. They kind of explode, which is cool. We like that. But weirdly, chocolate does not freeze dry. It stays pretty much exactly the same, so everything else is just like puffy and sweet, and then you've got chocolate on top. And you will never taste a Falmer. No, you will not. And I'm sorry for that, because everybody should have freeze-dried Snickers bars. And today I am making freeze-dried barbecue tofu, Korean barbecue sauce on extra firm tofu, and I'm freeze-drying extra sharp cheddar, Cabot cheddar, which is unique to my area. It's hard to get this stuff when I've lived somewhere else, but we have really good cheese. I grew up with amazing cheese on amazing pizza. So Cabot cheddar is local to here. It's just really good. So Cabot extra sharp, Korean barbecue tofu, and string cheese, just a rack of string cheese. So we'll see how that turns out. I tried making paneer, but it turns into just styrofoamy cubes. It's not great on the teeth. It's not a great texture. It's not a great flavor. So I'm going to try something with a little more flavor and a little more texture. See how we do. And then I need to start repeating the yummy things that we know is amazing. we will never be without freeze-dried Skittles. I tried making freeze-dried lemon heads, but they didn't crack open, or only like 1 in 10 cracked open. The shell's too tough. Now I can even crush them, but that seems like a lot of work. Or I could do just Skittles. Okay. I am lost.
Well, I can't sneak the
Okay,
shite
I think there's a ramp. Yeah.
hit me right now, but fuck if the rest of me
And
the view.
tomorrow I shall be making freeze-dried red hots, which I hope really turn out well. Freeze-dried hot tamales or Mike and Ike's or jelly beans didn't work because they also have a shell that doesn't crack open. So I either do a ton of prep, which I'm not really into, or I do simple stuff.
For the love of Mara!
The way you hold that bow of yours is
Wait, alright, let me start what I meant. I know a trick or two that will improve your grip.
Oh my god, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, there's at least one door I can go into. Phew.
How the fuck am I supposed to draw my sword folded over like this? One of these days I'm gonna cut something off myself, I swear.
Don't do that, honey. You need all of yourself. Urge's notes. How foolish to move through this place so quickly. It's taken me only a few hours to crack the back gate. Maybe I'll donate a cup or two, but Crag says he knows some private buyers who will pay handsomely for a working trinket. There has to be one in here. The side doors are all locked, but this chest should have 1 or 2 things of value. When I get out, I'm going to buy myself a castle. Oh, sweetie.
Good job. Hey, it's funny, but it's times like this I always hold my breath at the end with you too. Listening for the click when it unlocks. Click.
I vaguely... That's unfortunate. I vaguely remember things in here coming alive, or is that if you trip an alarm? I'm not sure. I don't really remember.
You've got as focus, you mean
It's been a while.
You are not sneaky peeky. Shit, too late. Damn, that's a nice view though.
I love that voice actor. Hello, Farmer. I'm gonna get you right in the little blue spot. Oh, you ruined it. It's your fault.
Fall to my blade!
That would have been awesome. In my mind, I made that shot. Yes, I did. Crag's journal. I know if we dug deep enough, we'd eventually hit some fresh ruins. Markarth, a city built upon a city. From early pieces recovered, we've determined the name of the city is Nichuanzel, but past that we have very little info. We've been given an escort through, and tomorrow we'll delve into the city proper. It's only been a day, and I already miss my desk and chair. I thought it would be a little more fun to explore, but so far it's just been fighting spiders and getting to view an occasional rubble pile. Hopefully we get to the main ruin so we can set up camp and I can start cataloging some of the items I've been able to find. We found the armory earlier, and Urge has stayed behind to find a way into the main vault. If anyone can open the locks, it's him. We've kept going and setting up here for the night since... Oh. We've kept going and settled up here for the night since the guards say it will be easy to defend. Put up a few runes just in case. Oh, sweetie. And, yeah, these are the guards, right? Yeah. You poor guys. And then I come through and yoink all of your stuff, and the stuff I'm not even looking at, and how insulting is that? Because of the last one, I'm going to hit you in the middle of the head. Is that cool? How do I miss that? I swear. There's something wrong with their heads. They are airheads. I swear I hit that person in the middle of the head. Okay, so what is happening here? Middle of the head. Okay, so the hitbox on Falmer is wrong. Yeah, it's the game wrong. It's the children that are wrong, not me. Okay, I got that one in the middle of the head. I'm gonna go for center mass on you, okay? Headshots on Falmer are problematic. We have learned this. Staubin's diary. After making our way down the mine and through the spiders, we finally made it down to Nichuanzel proper. They've built the city into the very cave walls that house it. Amazing. Nichuanzel hums with life, but its guardians lay dormant. Hopefully we can learn more as we go deeper. This area seems to be where 2 of the city's families lived. We've spent some time studying this tree outside the dwellings, but cannot figure out what its significance is. Strom will be remaining behind with one of the students to further study this.
I'm in no mood for this shit, dude. Shit! Fuck!
I win. This can't be good.
Well done. Can't let myself get distracted by the shiny word shit. Hey, I wonder what that does. Shit! Focus.
It's good to have you along, sweetheart. Alright, exits right down here, right? And now everybody's fighting. Even though I've killed all the Falmer. So I'll just, you know, leave you guys to it.
Never fear, your personal bringer of death is here.
I am so glad to have a personal bringer of death. I am blessed and grateful. Even though we could not vanquish that one evil in the cart. You. Okay.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
Thank you, Calselma. That's the nicest thing you have said to me ever. I found this expedition journal.
Let's see. Ah, so that's what happened to Stauben. Tragic. But I warned him he was leading those people on a fool's errand. Unfortunately, sometimes the stone of scholarship is built on the foundation of death. I'll inform the king. Here, I usually pay researchers for their work when they emerge from the ruins, but they won't be needing it anymore. What? Oh, goodbye.
Kitty on my lap again. Hello, sweetheart. Oh. Oh. It's been like almost an hour, huh? Yeah? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna bite the bullet and do the Forsworn Conspiracy now because I'm dreading that quest. Maybe it won't be as annoying as I thought it was, mostly because I've become accustomed to annoying, huh? Oh my god, try not to claw my arm apart. Dude, no, you can't have my hand. Okay, go to the Shrine of Talos.
Well, I will, man.
Live to see another day, even though we left a cart behind. Let's read it. Don't kill my arm. That's mean. My arm is nice to you. You're nice to my arm. The Temple of Talos up here.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do? What are you talking about?
You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
What do you know about Margaret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn.
Who was Wayland? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You looked into these murders?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who was in the Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Be
Okay,
careful who you
Elvis.
talk to.
That is my puppy dreaming, goofing in his sleep.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Read Looter's note. There's no good work in the Reach. The mines pay dung for wages, and the farm's even less than that. I thought I scored it big when I got a job working for this blind noble, but he fired me on account of me being the gloomy sort. He said he couldn't hear my smile. I don't even know what that means. My ears don't have teeth. Okay. Anyway, the short of it is, I'm tired of this life. I want some easy gold. There's an old tower south of here called Reachwind Eyrie that looks like it's full of loot. Me and a couple others are thinking about raiding the place and nabbing everything that isn't bolted down. It's gonna be first come, first served, but if any of you other worthless drunks want to lend a hand, we could always use more. Oh boy. Sweetie.
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might bite at your side.
Why did you ask me to come in here, by the way?
Oh, something smells good. Got me a mouth watering so bad
Am I
I'm
supposed
surprised
to, like...
drool isn't running down my chin.
It'll send me back here.
Is that Holga? Oh.
It's gonna send me right back in, isn't it? Wow. Wow, game. Rude.
Come on
Okay.
in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Okay, that's her room. Margaret's journal. Meeting at the Treasury House later today. Took them long enough. These people act like they own everything. Thonar Silverblood is the younger brother, but he's obviously the one in charge. Makes all the deals, bullies local landowners into selling to him, even employs that wispy girl at the door to deter troublemakers like me. General Tullius is growing impatient, but I'll bring back the deed to Signa Mine. On my life, I won't allow a group of Stormcloak sympathizers to own the prison to the most notorious criminals of the Reach. They say no one escapes. Why? Is it really that secure? Maybe I've played my hand too soon by rushing the confrontation with Thonar. There are shadows around every corner of this city, and I know I'm being watched.
You lost?
You don't want to be here. No one wants to.
Ah, nice one.
Thank you, baby.
Margaret, a spy.
Wayland's note.
I'm not sure how I feel about all this politics surrounding the mine. It's always dangerous ground to walk on.
Right? It's mostly boring. I don't mind danger, I do mind boring. Wayland's note. Wayland, you've been chosen to strike fear in the heart of the Nords. Go to the market tomorrow. You will know what to do. N. Find out who N is. Okay, if I recall, next comes a hand-to-hand fight.
Trust me.
For that, I will be turning down the difficulty because, yeah, here we go. I remember on Legendary just trying this so many times, and I could never get it done. So, rather than make an entire set, I'm going down a novice.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson.
You first.
Let's go. Come on, let's see what...
Okay, I have to make sure everything is unequipped. And of course, I'm using iron arrows. Oh my god.
Made of.
Okay, any spells up?
Come on,
let's go.
let's see what you're made of.
Yeah. Come on, let's get away from Kaidan. He doesn't like it when this happens.
12 septims on the big...
No!
Yes! Yes!
I'll fix you!
Keep those hands up!
Okay, difficulty goes back up.
You mangy piece of pit bait.
Yeah?
I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear.
Nepos the Nose? No wonder he's violent. He hates his parents.
Bloody hell, it's warm.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
You're so sweet.
I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
Nana. Aw.
Ah, nice one.
Shit. What are you doing here? I told them no visitors.
I'm here to talk about Margaret.
Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, Betrid!
You're as good as dead.
Wow, did Nana just die? What? What is Nana?
I can still
Don't die, Nana. Okay. I'm gonna stay out of this. Well, no, I'm not. Because now Kaidan.
I swear to fuck.
Okay. Please don't kill Nana.
I'm ending this right now.
What is going on? I haven't done this in a very long time.
Good bloody
That takes care of my wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You want to know what the forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. My prison. The source of half the silver in Skyrim. The most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control.
You made a deal with the Forsworn?
When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control.
Want me to take care of Madanach?
You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault.
What?
You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house!
Brynjar once told me of Madanach and his brief reign over the Reach.
Get out of my house.
The Gnar is blinded by greed. Using a man of influence to further his coffers is asking for trouble. Madanach has a cause he's fighting for, regardless of how bloodthirsty his methods might be.
I don't like either side.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I work silver.
Go,
My
Adara.
father.
You do and be whatever you want.
And his father before him.
Excuse me. What's your business here?
I'm here to see Nepos.
We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send her in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want?
Fuck me, but the way she's stretched.
I know about Waylon.
Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired.
Who's behind all this?
My king, Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question.
Ugh.
I'm sorry.
You hear that?
Oh, alright.
Enough of this!
I'm pretty sure I am leaving alive.
Barely a scratch. Sick of them. Whatever.
You're not that tired.
Ow!
Damn it! Die, damn you!
Do your worst.
Okay, got a kitty on my lap again?
People can do awful things for a cause,
Very active today.
and they don't stop to think about their action. Both Nepos and Thanar are just two sides of the same septum, and neither are willing to change despite their grievances.
Yeah, you guys are all
Personally,
assholes.
I know how hard it is
Well,
making a
kitty wants
choice
my
to
rice,
change
and
can
you
be.
can have it. Sorry, sweet.
the fuck are you lugging all that shit around with you?
Because it
Maybe you
pleases
could
me.
lighten the load and sell some of it.
I wonder how many cabbages I have now. Let's do a cabbage check. Oh no, I'd have to open up the scary thing. I'll check my cabbages later. Scrolls. Quintus Nerevillus, former imperial librarian. After the supposed theft of an Elder Scroll from our imperial library, I endeavored to find any sort of index or catalog of the scrolls in our possession so that such situations may be avoided, or at least properly verified, in the future. To my dismay, I discovered that the moth priests are notoriously inexact when it comes to the actual physical manifestations of the scrolls, and had no idea how many they held or how they were organized. Merely asking the question evoked chuckles, as if a child were asking why dogs cannot talk. I will confess my jealousy of the ones who can read the scrolls grows, but I am not yet willing to sacrifice my sight to alleged knowledge. The older moth priests I attempted to engage in conversation seem as batty as any other elder who has lost their mind, so I fail to see what wisdom is imparted from the reading. In any case, I set out to create my own index of the Elder Scrolls in cooperation with the monks. Day by day, we went through the tower halls with them telling me the general nature of each Elder Scroll so that I may record its location. Always careful never to glimpse the writings myself, I had only their word to go on. I meticulously drew out a map of the chambers where scrolls relating to various specific properties were located, where particular periods of history were housed. In all, it took nearly a year of plotting, but at last I had rough notes on the entirety of the library to begin my collation. It was here that things began to go amiss. In studying my notes, I found many areas of overlap and outright contradiction. In some cases, different monks would claim the same scroll to be at opposite ends of the tower. I know they have no taste for jesting, or else I would suspect I was being made the fool in some game of theirs. I spoke to one of the older monks to relate my concerns, and he hung his head in sorrow for my wasted time. Did I not tell you, when you started this, that all efforts would be futile? The scrolls do not exist in countable form. I had thought you meant there were too many to be counted. There are, but that is not the least of their complexities. Turn to the repository behind you and tell me how many scrolls are locked therein. I ran my fingers over the metal casings, tallying each rounded edge that they encountered. I turned back. 14, I said. Hand me the 8th one, he said, reaching out his hand. That's my kitties playing. The crinkle toys are really getting it today. I guided the cylinder into his palm and he gave a slight nod to acknowledge it. Now, count again. Humoring him, I again passed my hand over the scrolls, but could not believe what I was feeling. Now there are 18, I gasped. The old monk chuckled, his cheeks pushing up his blindfold until it folded over itself. And in fact, there always were. It was then that I enrolled as the oldest novice ever accepted into the cult of the Ancestor Moth. Brief History of the Empire, Volume 1. By Stronach Pithage III, Imperial Historian. Before the rule of Tiber Septim, all Tamriel was in chaos. The poet Trachesis caused that period of continual unrest to days and nights of blood and venom. Catalogue of Armor Enchantments by Yvonne Bien, Synod Researcher. Within this catalogue are all the known varieties of armor enchantments the modern mages can cast. No pretense is made that this list is complete. New discoveries are made and new enchantments are revealed often enough that this work will eventually become outdated. Those who follow may choose to revise this work as needed. The most common enchantments for armor and other garb are those for improved health, magic, or stamina. Fortifying the wearer's health is popular with warriors. It actually makes the wearer harder to kill, binding his life force a bit tighter to his body. Fortifying magicka is more commonly seen in clothing because wizards tend to avoid bulky, restrictive armor. It allows the wizard to cast more spells before becoming magically exhausted. Fortifying stamina is a secondary choice for fighters. They tire less quickly, but do not survive their wounds any better. There is a wide range of physical and mental attributes of skills that can be fortified by enchantments. There are as many of these as there are wizards with imagination. A few choice examples are archery, sneaking, conjuration, and carrying strength. The focus is always quite narrow. There are even examples of gauntlets that are enchanted to improve the wearer's ability to enchant things. Another common form of armor enchantments are resistances. The elemental resistances are marginally easier to find and make. They make the wearer less susceptible to burning, freezing, and shock. There are also poison resistance and enchantments that will resist all forms of magic. An uncommon pair of enchantments are water breathing and muffle. The former allow the wearer to swim underwater indefinitely. The latter totally silences the clinking and clanking of the armor so that the wearer moves more quietly. It's been speculated that muffle is a wizard's lazy solution to a problem that could be solved with cloth and wrappings. The rarest of enchantments increase the recovery rate of health, magicka, or stamina. The wearer actually heals from his wounds while you watch, even if he is in the midst of a battle. Wizards normally recover their magical energy at a moderate pace. Wearing this armor makes that recovery much faster. The same is true for stamina recovery enchantments. The wearer tires just as quickly as always, but seems to get his wind back much faster. Okay, so I checked on my cabbage count, and I had 500 something, close to 600. So I started storing my stuff here in the Legacy of the Dragonborn Museum. Okay, so as you can see, my cursor is down to maybe the second. I've only read, maybe a 10th, 20th of what I have. But we have read quite a bit. There's a lot in here. So we'll make it. We will make it. So I've cleared out my inventory quite a bit to make the Forsworn Conspiracy easier for the game to take all my shit, because they will take all my shit. And considering what happened during the main quest, I'm just trying to be careful about that. Even selling right now, the programs I have to try to sell things, like the auto sell box, is starting to slow down and choke, so I need to keep things not so full. Once again, I was experiencing the screen goes black bug. So I think that's just a sign of just life being completely overwhelmed.
I've seen you snooping around, asking questions.
Yeah?
Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here.
What happens? I'm curious.
Funny. This is your last warning, outsider.
Uh-huh.
We keep
I'm
the
a
peace
Thane,
here.
asshole.
Stay out of our business.
Ugh. You're a jerk. Wish I could kill you. Yeah, I suppose I could. But I shouldn't. Yeah, I have to tell you, yeah, freeze-dried Snickers are amazing. Excuse me.
We warned you, but you had to just go and cause trouble.
Sure did.
Now we have to pin all these recent murders on you.
No, you have to.
Silence witnesses. Work, work, work.
What did you do to Eltris?
Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanach until you and Eltris started snooping around.
And you would have gotten away with it if
you
it
wanted
weren't
to find the man responsible for those
crazy
killings.
kids.
You'll have plenty of time with the king in rags when you're in Sidna Mine.
Fine, I'll come quietly.
You'll never see the sun again, you hear me? No one escapes Sidna mine.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah. Look, all my stuff's gone. All my stuff is gone. Wow, I can't even eat anything in here. I have 1 silver. Why did you leave me with a silver ingot? I probably auto-looted it, huh?
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Sidna mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep.
Uh-huh.
There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars.
Ew.
You got it?
Sure. Got it, ma'am.
Good. All right. Open her up. Now you, get down there.
Okay.
What are you in for, new blood?
Killing a guy who asks questions.
Violent one, huh? Best keep that to yourself, new blood. Others find out, they'll consider that a challenge.
Oh no.
My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma.
Where do you guys get skooma? Where's Madneck?
If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanach, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkle the Beast.
Not Borkle the Beast.
And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast.
I don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Borkle the Beast?
Madanach's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that.
He's probably gonna bleed to death before the beating, you know, okay. A shiv?
Small blade.
Yeah, I know
Easy
it
to
was.
hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it.
Psst, Grisvar. Got a shiv.
Until next time.
I hope there isn't a next time. Oh,
The
it's
new
Borkle the
meat.
Beast.
So soft.
Ew, I am leaving.
What was it like killing your first one, huh?
Nasty. Yeah. Well. Oh.
The new meat. So
Yeah.
soft. Tender.
Tried to escape this,
What was
but I
it like
can't.
killing your first one, huh?
None of these are right. Horrible. I'm gonna do 2. Horrible. My soul is heavy with guilt.
Ah, the gods have a place for killers. You can't carry the burden. You're weak.
I need to see Madneck.
You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving.
My god, you're just so witty. Madneck is expecting me. Ooh, I like
Fine.
high persuade.
Go on in. But don't try anything in there. Madanach knows more than you think.
Does he know that his guard's an idiot?
All right, then.
Well, well, look at you. The Nords have turned you into an animal. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed?
I want my freedom.
Your freedom? Yes, but even if you were to escape Sidna Mine, your name would still be stained with all that blood.
I'm okay with that.
You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of the Nord stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you.
His letter's kind of clipping through the desk, unfortunately. Understand?
There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. Our struggle is our people's struggle.
Oh my god, you make me so tired.
Don't reach for a shiv around me. What do you want? Of digging to do.
Madnak asked me to hear your story.
My story, huh? Everyone in Sidna Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists?
Young. I've always been known to get into trouble.
Then you know the hard looks as judgment gets set upon you. The sneers of people who never had to face sentence. Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside?
Yes, but they're far, none that I care to talk about.
I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver.
I'm sorry to hear what happened to you.
My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up.
Yeah. I know, I'm not sorry. How long have you been in here?
Long enough.
You think your story justifies the murders this Forsworn have committed?
I'm not Monadnak. I was never a leader of the Forsworn. The only anger I can justify is my own. But every family in the Reach has a story like mine. There are no innocent onlookers in this struggle, just the guilty and the dead.
Okay.
Till next time.
I kinda hate them all.
You're a slave, just like us.
Yes, I get it. I'll talk to Breg.
Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family, each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting.
Spare me from your speeches.
Huh. You know, I'm almost beginning to like you, but you haven't earned your place out of here yet.
Yes.
Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Sidna Mine for good.
Yes.
Our vengeance will come.
Just frenzy all of them, you know? Alrighty. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna summon a flame. Oh, let's see. What's my highest summon? I'm gonna conjure a Mistman. Cast a flame cloak. And then firebolt. Alright. Let's see if I... I mean, it probably falls over much easier than I have been now.
Please, don't.
Sorry, Betty. I don't see the point of this quest at all.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget.
Oh my god.
Soon.
Mercer, shut up. Grisvar's dead.
You've finally become one of us.
Uh-huh.
Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
Uh-huh. Ugh. I don't think I've done this quest more than, like, twice total.
What's going on,
I love my
Madanach?
time.
You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Sidna Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The Reach belongs to the
Forsworn! I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go.
Let's go.
Into the tunnel. Let's go.
This is such a useless waste of my time. Oi. What the hell? Oh my god. What the? Ugh. Good all the quests I'm never doing again. You, Spider, are the most wholesome thing in this entire quest, and you may live. did you come from?
Madanach, I brought what you asked for.
Good work. Get ready while I have a word with our favorite outsider.
Uh-huh. Oh, I got my stuff back.
I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by.
I'd sooner forget all of this.
Time to finally see the sky and make it rain red.
Ugh. Ugh. Alright. That's... time for apple pie and coffee, man. Ugh. Where am I supposed to go?
I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you.
She had fun carrying it all.
You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this. It's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by.
What happens now?
Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today.
Oh my god.
It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again.
We'll be dead.
We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now.
Oy. I wasn't even allowed to tell him that I just wanted to forget it all. They made me go back and talk to him again. Talk about cruelty.
Madanach, think you can escape my prison, do you? You'll pay for what you've done to my family.
Your family? You've poisoned the Reach with your tainted... over for long enough, Thonar!
Never should have come.
I saw them dragging you off. Gods, I couldn't risk angering the guards. Risk making it worse for you. You're in prison.
I'm just leaving. Pick some mushrooms. And...
But I wouldn't mind if you turned around and let me see that beautiful smile of yours too sometimes, eh?
Oh, Gorz is dead. Oh. She died. Okay. I'd like to leave now.
You can't win this!
I don't care enough about any of you to fight or die for you. So I'm going to my house. Is it done? Yep, it's done. Me and the Forsworn have taken credit for all my past crime, clearing my name in the Reach. Oh my god, that's so silly. That's weird. Okay. I need a bath. Did I mention I hate that quest? Okay, so much better. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.